Good evening. The coronavirus emergency is developing quickly. 2 more people in LA County have tested positive, including one believed to be the first in LA County with community transmission. There are 3 new cases in the Coachella Valley. A cruise ship with a cluster of coronavirus cases has arrived at the port of Oakland. Some passengers are being allowed off the ship and will be transported to military bases to be tested and quarantined. Reporter Bob Hayes has the latest details on all of this, including the Dow plummeting to its steepest drop since the financial crisis in 2008.
The number of novel coronavirus cases in LA County still growing. The health department reporting some 16 people in the county are now confirmed to have the virus. That includes 2 new cases. One of them has a known travel history to Japan, but health officials say how the other person contracted COVID-19 is a mystery.
Our other case, we cannot at this point identify a known exposure history, and we possibly have our first case of community transmission.
Over at Cal State Long Beach, 10 students have been placed in self-quarantine. They had attended an event in Washington, D.C. where 3 attendees tested positive for the coronavirus. The Long Beach students are showing no signs of infection, so the university is keeping classrooms open.
I don't want to get sick. I'm pretty sure nobody else on campus wants to get sick, but I know schools have like a schedule to maintain, so they're probably not going to close down school, but I feel like it would be beneficial.
Meantime, the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, is now telling Americans to avoid all cruises, not just the ones that visit Asian ports. And now that LA County has its first case of possible community transmission, health officials are increasing their warning for certain groups of people.
We are recommending that people with underlying health conditions, pregnant women, and people who are elderly should adopt some social distancing practices immediately.
That means avoiding non-essential travel, public gatherings where large groups of people are congregating, and event venues. As for the rest of us, the advice is simple.
The most important thing that we can do is stay home when we're sick. And I mean, no matter how mild your illness is, and you need to stay home until you're fully well.
That was Rob Hayes reporting. And new developments tonight. This is video of 2 buses and a van arriving at Travis Air Force Base to the north of us in Fairfield, carrying passengers from the Grand Princess cruise ship. They'll be quarantined at the Westwind Inn. More than 20 of the Grand Princess's crew and passengers were infected with the coronavirus. The ship docking in Oakland earlier today, where those infected were screened by health officials and then transported for quarantine.